Hello and welcome back to my channel. This is Katelyn from Katelyn Plans, and today I'm going to be doing a junk journal spread in this Archer and Olive journal. So what I'm doing when I'm like junk journaling is making use of just like all of the paper crafting supplies that I've kind of accumulated and like finishing off sticker sheets that I've started, but I have like maybe 1 or 2 stickers left. Some people call it art journaling. I call it junk journaling. I know a lot of people call it junk journaling, but they're kind of synonymous in a sense. But I'm just going to show you like kind of what I've been doing with this notebook. It's a really cute Archer and Olive journal. And then I'm going to put together a spread today. So we're just going to flip through this real fast. I think I have like 4 spreads in here, so it's not like crazy in depth, but I've mostly been doing these over on Instagram in the form of reels, but I thought maybe I'd do a little bit more of a long form video, just to show you a little bit of my process and get a little creative in this journal. Get some more videos up on the channel, you know, that's always helpful. So this is just like the intro name page. I took the label maker label with my name on it from that order I got from Taylor Ryan Designs, and I layered it over some flowers and some washi tape. I think it just looks so cute. So this was my first spread that I did. I think this is beautiful. It's probably one of my favorites. It's that Bow Bunny ephemera that I used in that one social media spread, so I was like making use of that. I also had these quotes left over from my REO Speedwagon spread, so I'm like, I'll stick them in there. Need some text. And then this is from Red Lyrics. And then I had some leftover hot air balloons for this spread and some leftover scrapbook paper as well. So I decided to do like a hot air balloons, like, it's weird calling them spreads because they're not like planner spreads, but they're like, you know. I also had a bunch of these clouds that I messed up and cut as like oops sticker sheets. So I'm like, I'll just use them so they don't have to go in the trash. Used an Archer and Olive acrylograph just to kind of letter some stuff in there. And then I put some gold on top of there. And then I used more of that scrapbook paper. That's the scrapbook paper I used in that one catch-all spread with the roller skates. And then I had like some cool shapes left over. So I'm like, I'll use it in this journal. I used the Polaroid pictures from Taylor Ryan Designs to do the background, and then another Red Lyric sticker doll. I think the sticker dolls just work so well in the junk journaling thing. They kind of like pull everything together. Some more stickers from my shop that were just leftovers. And then like Maggie Holmes. This was a Maggie Holmes book. This one, I found some really cool ephemera pieces at Joann's that I was like, I'll just try them out. I had some scrapbook paper that I didn't know what else I would use it for, so I thought it was a cool background, and then I put the sticker doll on top of it. These polka dots came from leftovers from that catch-all spread with the whales in it, so that was like the blue whales with the woodblock piece background and then the little polka dots. So I had some random scraps of it left over that were just going to get thrown out, so I moved them into this. I'm using some old washi tapes just to get them out of my stash. These little diamonds came off of my Nebraska florals. So I'm really just trying to make use of all the little odds and ends that I've kind of accumulated and turn them into something that's like fun and decorative and creative. So it's a nice like artistic expression here, but I'm gonna make a spread today in this journal. And I'm thinking the theme is gonna be like an outdoorsy camping kind of thing. I have this sheet of the squirreling around stickers from my own shop that I had started in the fall, and it's just been sitting in my sticker album. I have one more sheet of it that was in there as well. So I don't know how many squirrels I'm going to need, but we're going to work our way through some squirrels in this junk journal spread. So this is kind of like the inspiration of use up the scraps. And then I got some new things at Joann's recently that like are fun paper crafting supplies. I love Maggie Holmes. Maggie Holmes is just like so me. It's like such my aesthetic. So my aesthetic. Don't worry about it. But this round trip collection is so cute. It's like travel themed, but I really liked this kind of gingham pattern. So I was thinking the gingham with the squirrels. The rest of the papers in here are just gorgeous. So I'm going to be making use of these obviously, but you do get 2 of each sheet. So that's why I don't feel terrible wasting it. Not wasting it, I'm making something with it. But this is the round trip paper pad. I have these Jen Hadfield Live and Let Grow stickers. I'm gonna take them out of the shiny thing. So there's this side of them with like the tent and the map and the shoe. These are just so cute. And then the flip side of them, it has like a fish and a paintbrush and these florals. So these are stickers, they're like kind of thick. They're meant for scrapbooking, I think, but I'm going to use these with the squirrels. I also have 2 different packs of ephemera from Jen Hadfield, same collection, that Live and Let Grow. And I'm thinking I want to pull the florals out of here to go behind the squirrels, but I could really use a lot of different things out of here. I don't know how in-depth of a flip through you're gonna want with the ephemera pieces, but maybe I'll just show you a few favorites out of here. And then to top things off, I also grabbed the Maggie Holmes round trip washi tape because this one with the blue stars on it, I thought that would look really good with the blue tones in this like gingham. So a lot of things, very long intro, and I'm just gonna get into this. I'll do a little unboxing of the ephemera pieces real fast, and then we will start like putting together a junk journal spread. I have no idea how to store these. Like, maybe I should be putting them back in the original packaging. I was thinking maybe I would get one of those Archer and Olive like mini sticker albums and then like try to keep them in there. But if you have like something that you found really great for like storing these kind of like chipboard ephemera, not even chipboard, they're like more cardstocky. If you found something that works really well for storing your ephemera pieces, if you're someone who paper crafts, please let me know, because I'm trying to find a storage solution to keep everything organized. And maybe that storage solution is Ziploc bags, but I want something prettier. I'm just taking them all out of the packaging, and I'm probably going to combine them because they're from the same collection. Like, the aesthetic is really similar, so I don't think it's going to be like a necessity to keep them separate from each other. And if I'm looking for one, I'm probably looking for both of them, so it'll make sense to just have them all combined. I'm getting a little more up close and personal just to flip through these real fast. So there are a lot of just like organic, like plant forms. So like leaves. I like this little cell phone that says reminder, just relax. Maybe I'll hold on to the ones that I like. I'm thinking for the squirrels. Enjoy today. Collect adventures. Oh, that's cute. Happy day. That might be fun with the squirrels. The world is your canvas. Some florals. Memories, hello you, best friend, healing takes time, thanks a bunch, happy birthday. Oh, you could do a lot of different things with these, like birthday related, like regular stuff, I don't know. Thinking of you, thanks. Might be good for like card making. I love these for like quotes, and they like come apart from each other. Stay golden, some florals, love you, hello. Wake up and good day. Today is your day, let's celebrate. Thanks, wanderlust, birthday wishes, let's celebrate. So a lot of these are kind of like birthday themed for some reason. Maybe they were supposed to be. Get caught up in living, adventure, let's get outside, celebrate, choose to live, so very happy for you. These stamps that come apart, just a note, surprise, choose to be your best you, hello. Get out. Oh my god, with the fish, it's like a little stamp that's so adorable. Adventures are the best with you. Maybe that'll be good for the squirrels. Noted. Let's explore, celebrate, and then thanks. So I think these would be good for like making cards if you're someone who like makes greeting cards. And then the other side I think is more decorative. So we got some florals, which I think will be fun. A snail. This little bird on a branch with the gold foiling. So some of these are foiled. A butterfly, a beetle, and this little fish, which is adorable. These gold foiled leaves, a little envelope, butterfly, line art florals, that might be nice. You've got a suitcase, some more florals. I'm pulling a lot of florals because I think they'd look good behind the squirrel. Oh, this light bulb is gorgeous. You got more florals, camera, a tent, some more florals in a little like market bag, hanging plant, florals, this girl hiding behind a bouquet, the butterfly and the hat, some mugs, this girl taking like a photo, but there's like some florals. I think that's so pretty. And then a guitar. I'm not gonna put that with the squirrels because obviously squirrels can't play guitar, but could be fun for another project. I like these little leaves, but I don't know if it's right for what I'm working with. Oh, these boots. That could be fun. Canoe or kayak rather. This little truck. There's a smaller version of it on this like sticker sheet. We've got a whole lot of these. I think there's like 40 something pieces in each set. So I'm sorry for like spending so much time flipping through things, but seashell, shoe, florals, gotta save those. We've got like a pocket, like a denim pocket that has florals coming out of it, some foliage, a little hammock, person who is riding a bike, We've got the sun, that could be fun, and then some more florals. So I made my decisions, my smaller pile, and these are just gonna go off to the side for now. Okay, and now it's time to junk journal. I'll probably leave like a little note in the description or whatever of where to jump to if you want to just see the journaling and not the whole like lead up to the journaling. So I'm working with 2 blank pages here. I've grabbed my tools. So I have the Tombow Mono Dots adhesive. I've got my X-Acto knife, my tweezers, and then this Zig glue pen, which is great for like gluing down small details. The place I typically like to start is just with the scrapbook paper to start like some ground, and I'm thinking I kind of want to come in from the side, and maybe I could do like another touch of it over here. For some reason, I've just been kind of doing like single pages, not like on the backs of things, and I think the reason for that is like if I mess up, then I can like rip the page out. If I do it on the back of the previous one, then I can't rip the page out. I could glue them together if I didn't want it in there, but like I don't know. I'm a little cautious like that, I suppose. So I'm just gonna start adhering to the back of this, and we'll just stick it into the journal as a little basis to work from. So I just like to just start with one layer. And I covered a decent amount of it, but if I need to add more adhesive in other areas, I can do that after the fact. And we'll just stick that in place. I think the other tool I didn't grab that I do need is scissors. I might have overshot it a little bit with the Mono Dots adhesive, but the nice thing about the dots is that you can just kind of rub them off if they are on something you don't want them to be on. I mean, I think if I have this much on the page, like this much extra, I don't know how well you can actually like see, but there's a whole strip of it right here. It might leave it a little sticky, but you can rub them off like that. So this is salvageable, and I can use it again in my junk journal too. It's not a bad amount of paper to have. Like sometimes if I have something like this, like tiny piece up here in the corner, I don't need this. This needs to go in the trash. I need to stop hoarding like tiny little scraps of things, like hoping that one day they'll become important to me or like usable. I'm never gonna use them. I have too many little pieces of paper just all over the place, and I think that's part of the motivation behind the junk journal is just use up those extra like single stickers and then throw away the sheet, because I need to like just finish using like the single stickers. I have a whole bunch of them. I don't know, does anyone else have just a bunch of random single stickers that like you just keep because you're like, well, I'm not going to throw it away, it's a nice sticker, but you're not going to use one sticker to make a whole spread. That's the nice thing about the junk journal is you can just kind of combine a whole bunch of stuff. So I'm going to start with the round trip washi and just grab that one with the stars out of here. I thought it might also need a little bit more like of a neutral behind it, so I grabbed this one. It is another American Crafts washi tape. This one is from One Canoe 2, and it's a fun little leafy design, so I think it'll work well with my kind of outdoorsy camping theme that I'm doing here. I'm just going to build up a little bit of a ground. This is kind of just a process of working in layers, which is the nice thing about this is it's a good practice of working in layers, because when I'm working in my planner, I don't know, I don't tend to cluster like this in depth. This is all about just like building up a surface, and if something gets covered, something gets covered. It's all about the process. So I'm starting with that kind of like washi detail down there. And then I'm going to do something similar up here just to kind of balance it out. So we'll just put washi up in the upper right-hand corner. I think this is going to be one of those spreads where it just kind of stays on the right side of the spread. I mean, sometimes I'll get crazy and I'll kind of like taper it off where like one sticker pokes into the other side of the spread. But really, I do just kind of like the appearance of it on this half because, again, if I mess up, I could just get rid of the page and it's like it never existed, rather than like having to tear this out, which I really like, or just leaving in something that I don't like. So I think this is a fun little ground. The stars look so cool because they're just such a similar color to that gingham. Now I'm going to go into my little ephemera pieces and we'll just see where we can start. So Collect Adventures would be kind of cute, like right there. Happy Day, Adventures with You are the best. I like the little phone. I grabbed a whole bunch of florals because I was like, okay, we can stick florals behind the squirrel. The sun is cute. I like that one. And I like the boots. I'm just kind of sorting out all of my ideas right now. So we'll just stick all the florals in one pile. And maybe these are so detailed that like the line art ones could be fun to like play with. We got some leaves. I'll put this floral pile off to the side. We'll just start here. So I think I'm pretty solid on the Collect Adventures. I think that's one that I would like to have in here. So we'll monodot that into the spread. And if some of these little corners start peeling up, I'll take like the Zig glue dot pen or the Zig glue pen and just kind of scribble in a little swatch of glue underneath and just hold it in place until it's tacky. And that'll keep it just nice and tacked down, just so the things don't start like falling apart on me. I'm gonna take Collect Adventures and that'll go here. I think that's cute. I don't know about the sun on top of the gingham because it does have that really thick white outline around it that makes it stick out a little much or a little too much for my liking. Maybe we can start with like the line art florals down here. That might look good. I'm gonna put them over that washi tape intersection point, kind of where the washi tape meets the gingham paper. I know I had originally placed it so I could like see through it to like get that layering kind of quality, but I got it up there, so it doesn't really matter too much. And now we're gonna go to the squirrels because I wanna make use of the squirrels. I'm gonna start with this guy, and I think if I kind of place the squirrel, ooh, I like it cut off the page, but I really want it to go with the florals. Or, no, that doesn't look very good. What if the florals actually went over the squirrel? Would that be kind of fun? I can kind of nestle it in there so the tail pokes over in one point and then the florals go over in the other area. I think that's nice. I'm gonna go back to my like sticker page and see what we've got to work with over here. So we've got a few of these kind of foiled leaves. I do have it as a die cut, but I think we'll start with the sticker ones. I'm gonna kind of work them in underneath Collect Adventures. That way they're not alone down here in this corner. So I'm doing a little bit under there, and then I'll take this other branch of them, and that one will kind of poke out from the other side of things. Maybe this is our sticker that kind of bridges the gap. The hard thing with these Archer and Olive notebooks is that they're like book bound. So you have to crease it, but these are really thick stickers, so I don't know how well that's gonna go over. We'll just press on the notebook and hopefully it didn't exactly bend the way I wanted it to. And in that instance, I'll often take my X-Acto and like just cut the pieces apart so that they can exist on the two separate pages. Let's hope that does something. So we've got some florals going on, and I think it's starting to come together. I don't know if the shoes are gonna make an appearance in here. It feels like a lot. You've got one more squirrel though. So if I take this one, I'm like thinking here, but then it's like right on top of the other squirrel. So you can kind of tuck this squirrel in behind Collect Adventures. Again, same problem with the like spine of the paper, but we can make it work. I'm trying to make it so it like tucks over these leaves a little bit better, and maybe I just need to take the X-Acto and cut a little bit of a slit so that the squirrel can fit in better. These are really thick ephemera pieces, so I don't know how well that actually went, but let's see if I cut all the way through. Yeah, great. So now I can kind of insert the squirrel into that little slit, and we've got that right there. We're gonna have that same problem, but these stickers are a little bit thinner than the ephemera, so if I just bend it, it should be fine. Yeah, that looks good. This sticker is being a little frustrating with the like bending of the journal, so I'm gonna cut off the piece that is being annoying, and then I'll take my Zig glue dot pen, or I keep saying glue dot because they also make those color dot pens. I'm gonna take this and just add a little adhesive to the back of it. It is a sticker. I don't know why I needed to add more sticky to it, but now that it's all glued up, I'm just gonna glue it like slightly apart from the other piece, just on the other side of the spread. This top one that's being annoying, but it's just like the border of it, we're just gonna cut off altogether so that I don't have to deal with it. We've got two kind of distinct clusters, and I think it's going well, but I want to add more of the gold foiling in, like maybe up here in this area. I've got this ephemera piece that I could use to come in from the corner, which wouldn't be bad. The butterfly might be another option. Is there anything else? I've got another butterfly, but I don't know if I want to do that. I also pulled Happy Day, but there's already text right there, so I don't know if this is exactly what I want, and I want it to kind of cut off the page too. So if it has text, I don't think that's what I want to do. We've got some florals. This might be the solution that I'd like. So I'm gonna put some adhesive on the back of this. The whole like video is just put adhesive on the back of things and then glue them into notebook. That's kind of the whole process here. So I'm putting that up there in that corner. I'm trying to still leave the washi tape over the scrapbook paper visible because I like that opacity like of the gingham showing through that like organic washi tape with the leaves on it. Got a little fragment of shiny florals, so maybe I can use that like underneath here. I don't know, nothing goes to waste. It's a junk journal. We're making use of the junk. It is kind of the same thing like I was like talking about with the sun, where you're getting that white outline around the florals that kind of like is pretty jarring from the gingham backing, but I think it looks better because it matches all the other florals that we have in the spread so far. The last thing I have on this sticker sheet is just like a bit of tail from a squirrel, and I'm going to take that and I'm going to use it just to kind of cut off the edge of the page here. So now we have 3 spots of squirrel. We'll just pretend like there's more squirrels off to the side, and this sheet of stickers is done. Happy to have that out of my collection. I don't know if I need to like use any of these. I can just save these for later because it's a whole sheet. I just wanted to make use of like single stickers. I'm thinking it could be fun to bring in like another quote. So if I take this little green banner, it could be cute to go down here in that section to bring together the 2 pieces of the squirrel and the flowers just a little bit more. For something like this that's curvy, and I know the mono dots will like just be really hard to get onto this, I'm gonna use the glue pen. It goes on blue and then it dries clear, so if you're like worried about it showing, it won't show up in the end. But we're gonna put adventures are the best with you, my little adventure squirrel. So cute. I'm really proud of these stickers. I know they're an older design, but I still love them a whole lot. This is looking fun. Maybe I could take some more of the scrapbook paper and I'll cut a triangle out of it. And this will be easy to cut because it's gingham, so the lines will be straight. So I'm cutting a triangle, and this will be my little like accent on the other side of the page. It already has some of the mono dots adhesive on it, but I'm just gonna refresh some areas so it doesn't peel up on me. And we'll just pop this on the other side. Now that I know this is a set in stone spread, so nothing's ripped out of the planner today, we can start moving into the other side of the spread. I could even put in some more of these leaves, but I kind of just like the minimal touch of the like gingham coming in. And maybe it needs some of that washi to kind of counteract like those 2 spots. And that'll make it 3 areas of washi, which that makes me happy to have an odd number of that. The American Crafts washi tape, it's a little papery, so it does, like over time, it gets a little like too sticky for its own good, but I've had this One Canoe 2 one for a while, and it's still good, it's still kicking. So I think it's good washi tape for what it is. It's not super expensive. You can get like a whole set of it for I think like $8 or something like that. So I like it. It's in that paper crafting area of Joann's, not with like the planner stuff, but with like the scrapbooking stuff. I like this pop of green down here with the squirrel, but I think it needs to kind of move into other areas of the spread. So I grabbed that dual branch again, and I'm thinking I could do like a little bit of it over here and a little bit of it on the other side. And then like, I don't know, I think that'll kind of help settle out some of the green that is right over here in this cluster. So I'm gonna use the pen again to just kind of put adhesive onto the back of this shape. It's a chisel tip, so it's a little bit difficult to navigate. I know they make like finer point glue pens. I just got it at Joann's. It was like the first thing I saw. I needed a glue pen and, you know, it does the job. So we'll start with this piece that kind of goes up the spine, or goes up the side of the page. And then all this excess I'm just gonna cut off. And I don't need to save this single leaf. I really don't think I need to save the single leaf. Although, if I cut off the stem, which it just kind of sticks out awkwardly, I can take this piece and we can just go right underneath the gingham, adding a little bit more green into that cluster. And I know this is probably not the video for everyone. I'm just sticking things where I think they'll look good. I'm having fun with it. I'm making a spread. I'm taking my other piece and I'm thinking it'd be kind of cool to just kind of layer into that. I don't want to go down super low with it, although would that look good? I kind of like the way that it brings out this cluster a little bit wider. We're gonna run into an issue with the spine of the page, so maybe I pre-cut it just like right here, and I'll glue in the two pieces separately. So I put adhesive on the backs of these. I'll start with the little piece that needs to tuck under the collected ventures, and I'm just going to get it as close to the spine as possible without going over where the pages fold in. And then I'm going to take the other piece and just kind of place it right here. Let's hope this works out. I really like disc bound pages for this reason, because you don't have to deal with the whole bending component, but I think that should work. I'm just gonna give it a little pressure to get everything adhered into place. We'll flip back. Yeah, that's looking good. I'm looking at the other scroll sheet and I'm like, does it need acorns? Maybe it needs acorns. Why not? So I'll take a couple of these and they'll just go down here into this cluster. I know there's a lot going on, but it just makes me happy. And maybe you just like watching me make things, and maybe you like watching me put a lot of stickers into my spreads, because that's kind of what I do. So this one's gonna cluster back into here, just kind of under that layer of the collected ventures. If I take another one, I wonder how much layering I could really do with this. If this goes under here, that could be kind of fun. Yeah, I like that. And then I can take one more of them to go underneath here. And I'm gonna actually kind of wedge it underneath that gingham paper to create some more layering. I like the different depths, underneath the book and the paper, over the leaves over here. So I think that's kind of fun to play around with. Do I need one more squirrel? Could go over here. It might just be too much. I think this is a nice simple little cluster. I know, simple is relative here, but I think it's a nice little simple cluster. I'm gonna take my last acorn though, so that I use them all. And this one is gonna just go over here in this corner. And the one thing I do like about primarily working on one page is that this white expanse here kind of offsets some of the heaviness of this really thick layering. So I think that really helps. Also, these notebooks, the paper is really thick to begin with, so you can see it's already just it won't close. But the elastic helps for that reason. I might have to cut some pages out of the back of it just so there's a little bit more wiggle room in the journal, but I just think this is so cute. I wish I had more quote stickers, because it could be fun to have a quote up here, but I don't think that's what it needs. One last miscellaneous little detail. I'm going to take this dragonfly sticker because I just think it's so cute with the gold foiled wings, and I'm just going to place that into this cluster. A little bit more wildlife. On the back side of this sheet, there's another one, and then there's this blue one that matches the blue of the gingham paper. So if I take these two, I know I need to stop myself at a certain point, but they could be fun to add into my little cluster that I've got going on over here. And I think that's got to be it. This is going to be the final spread. I think it's really cute. I really do like experimenting with layers. This is kind of pulling up on me a little bit, probably because I tried to wedge so many things behind it. So this is the perfect time for that glue pen just to glue in place. And then I'm just going to show you the final journaling spread. Okay, so we're up close, and I think this is the final move. I love the way this turned out. I know it's a lot, but like, if you follow my channel and you watch a lot of my videos, you know that this is kind of on par with what I do. I love like the little layered clusters. I love the squirrels. I love being able to use up some of these stickers that have been just like sitting in my sticker albums for a while. Like, I think the last time I used these was like last fall. So to get rid of those like 2 stickers and just throw away the sheet altogether, that makes me happy. And I also like experimenting with some of my new supplies that I've just like had sitting in a Joann's bag in the corner for a while. Gives me a reason to get them out of the packaging, which I just like creating things. So it'll be nice to like kind of integrate those into my rotation of things to use in my planners. But I think this is a really fun little spread, and I love the way that all the different pieces kind of came together. I don't know how much junk journaling I'm really going to be doing on this channel, but it's fun to have the occasional video that's a little bit different than what I typically do, and I just love showing off all of my like different paper crafting supplies, because paper crafting supplies are so fun. I just made a huge order from a Cherry on Top Crafts. I think that's what they're called. A lot more ephemera pieces, but like I'll show you when they come in. But anyway, this is going to be my final like outdoorsy camping, maybe not camping, but like outdoorsy junk journal spread. So there you have it. If you like this video, hit that like button down below. You can also subscribe to my channel for more fun planner-related content, and follow me over on Instagram at Katelyn Plans, where I share after the pen photos as well as photos of spreads that did not get videos. Thanks for watching, and happy planning.